Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
We have new information on that stolen car crash and fire from this morning in Moorhead. Police say they now have one person in custody and another was taken to the hospital after that crash. It happened this morning in the 1000 block of 32nd Avenue South just before 5. When police arrived on scene, this red car was on fire. Authorities say before the fire, it crashed into those two nearby trees. Moorhead police say the suspect in that car theft is 27-year-old Sebastian Thiravic of Fargo. He's being held on possession of stolen property. A mugshot for him was not available. New at noon, Fargo police are searching for the driver who slammed into another vehicle earlier this morning and then ran off. It happened at the intersection of 16th Street and 9th Avenue South around 1 o'clock. Police say the first driver was speeding down 16th Street and ran a stop sign, then crashed into the second car. When authorities arrived, they had to save the second driver from their vehicle. The driver of the first vehicle wasn't on scene. No other information is being released. Stay with Valley News Live as we continue to follow this story. Also new at noon, prosecutors are reviewing charges against a teenager that trapped a police officer's arm in a car window and then started driving. It happened in Sioux Falls over the weekend. Authorities say the officer was trying to stop the teen when the teen rolled the window up on the officer's arm and then hit the gas. The officer was dragged for a while before the teen stopped. No one was seriously hurt and no other information is being released about that situation. Taking that live look outside on this Monday afternoon, it kind of clouded up a bit out there and it's a little bit cooler. A nice feeling for the folks who are maybe over the 90-degree temperatures. For what we can expect for the rest of our day, let's head on over to First Alert Storm Team meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good afternoon. We've got that cooler air dipping in from the north, and with it comes the cloud cover and some chances for some sprinkles or light rain showers as well. So checking out that radar and satellite map, you can see over the last couple of hours, we've really filled in and started to see more cloud cover take over in the southern valley and up north, dealing with the clouds more there for a longer period of time, though there are some breaks here and there where we're getting that sun peeking through. And there's some green on the map as well, perhaps seeing a few areas of light rain that could develop into a shower or even a thunder shower as we head into the afternoon hours. Here's a look at our temperatures. We are in the 60s. It's 69 degrees in Fargo, 66 in Grand Forks, a couple of 70s out there. Wahpeton, one of those spots at 70 degrees. So warming up, but it is a lot cooler than we've been recently. We've got that northerly flow coming in, winds gusting into the teens. And looking up in the Grand Forks area, you can see we've got some gray skies there. And this afternoon, not a ton of warming going on thanks to the cloud cover. We're going to talk more about that forecast for today and through the rest of the week coming up in just a few minutes.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. A Dan man is facing reckless endangerment charges after he was accused of rolling large boulders off a cliff at a state historical site just north of Bismarck. Authorities saying no one was hurt when one of the boulders, estimated at 700 pounds, landed on a walking path at Double Ditch Indian Village last week. 35-year-old Charles Gipp is also accused of starting a small fire at the Burleigh County Burleigh County. Sheriff's officials there say that Gipp told investigators he rolled the boulder for spiritual reasons. New information on COVID-19 in the region. The state of Minnesota is reporting 4 new deaths from the virus, bringing the death toll to 1,384. Of those deaths, 1,095 happened in a long-term care facility. 308 new cases are reported in the state, bringing the active case count to 2,778. 29,065 people are listed as recovered. The state of North Dakota is reporting 25 new COVID-19 cases today, bringing the active cases in the state to 284 rather. Cass County is reporting 5 new cases. Burleigh and Grand Forks are each reporting 4 new cases. No new deaths are reported, keeping the death toll at 77. Another North Dakota field hospital set up in preparation for a spike in coronavirus cases is taken down. Hundreds of cots and medical supplies were put in place at the University of Mary Fieldhouse in Bismarck earlier this spring in case regular hospitals weren't able to handle all of the coronavirus cases. A similar field hospital was set up in the Fargo Dome, which was taken down last month. About 24 people are currently hospitalized with COVID-19 in North Dakota. That's well below the state's hospital capacity. State officials say the cots are in storage and they could be reassembled in as little as 48 hours if needed. Gilead Sciences will soon start human trials for an inhaled version of remdesivir for treating COVID-19 patients. The company says it will start to screen healthy volunteers this week and hopes to begin their trials in August. If successful, the company says patients will be able to take the antiviral drug at earlier stages of the disease using a nebulizer. Remdesivir is currently given to patients intravenously. The FDA granted an emergency use authorization for the drug to treat hospitalized COVID-19 patients last month. The company also announced it expects to have more than 2 million treatment courses of remdesivir made by the end of the year. A suspected terror attack shook the UK over the weekend. 3 people were killed, including 1 American. Ian Lee reports on the worst attack in that country in recent years.
He stood up and I saw a massive knife in his hand, probably at least 5 inches minimum.
A summer's evening turned to horror at a park in Reading, England. A knife-wielding man killing 3 people, injuring 3 more.
Got one, went to another, stabbed the next one, went to another, stabbed the next one.
Police took 25-year-old Kharis Abdullah into custody after tackling him to the ground. The Libyan refugee was known to British intelligence prior to the attack. After police raided his apartment, the stabbing was declared a terrorist attack.
From our inquiries undertaken so far, officers have found nothing to suggest that there was anyone else involved in this attack. And presently, we are not looking for anyone else in relation to the incident.
Abdullah remains in custody on suspicion of terrorism. Police are still investigating the exact motive behind the attack. His neighbors say they're in shock.
He never expressed interest in harming or doing anything to anyone. He was just generally such a happy and chilled guy.
One victim of the attack is American Joe Ritchie Bennett, originally from Pennsylvania. His family and friends say they're heartbroken over the loss.
We all miss you and we all love you. It's hard for us, but we will remember you in happy thoughts.
On Monday, the town, still reeling, held a moment of silence to remember the 3 lives taken in such a senseless act. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
Authorities are also looking into the attacker's mental health. Neighbors reported that he had been seeing a mental health professional. In our consumer alert this afternoon, Ford and Fiat Chrysler expect to return to pre-coronavirus production schedules at their U.S. plants today. The return is a major milestone for the automakers as they try to meet consumer demand for profitable pickups and SUVs. Ford started continuing vehicle production in the U.S. on May 18th with new coronavirus safety protocols. General Motors plans to return to full North American production levels by the end of June. Amid a rising number of coronavirus cases, gaming regulators in Nevada have issued new rules to help protect dealers. Players will now be required to wear masks at gaming tables where there are no plexiglass partitions. The Nevada Gaming Control Board also issued new guidelines mandating casinos offer masks to all guests. They also have to post signs throughout their properties to alert people that face coverings are available. The regulator stopped short of mandating a mask for all visitors inside a casino or for slot players. Coming up here at noon, do you enjoy working from home? We hear from the people who say they can't wait to get back inside the office. But next, Lisa Green is in with a check of that much cooler Monday forecast.